September is National Preparedness Month, and with all the extreme weather events we've been seeing, it's important to be prepared. Joining us today is the expert who literally wrote the book on extreme weather. Bonnie Schneider, a national TV meteorologist, is also author of Extreme Weather, a guide to surviving flash floods, hurricanes, heat waves, snowstorms, tsunamis, and other natural disasters. Welcome, Bonnie Schneider.
Oh, my pleasure to be here.
What inspired you to write about surviving extreme weather?
Well, you know, it was all the years of covering these natural disasters on television. I couldn't help but think, are people really prepared? And I found often they have not been prepared. So I decided to write a book as a survival guide so people would really know what to do before, during, and after a disaster.
Weather's getting more severe. So what's one of the first things we should do to be prepared for emergencies?
Well, you know, unfortunately, whether it's a tornado, a snowstorm, or a hurricane, we often lose power. So you want to make sure that if you have a portable generator, you do not use it in your house, in your garage, in your basement. You want to make sure that you take it outside. And the Portable Generator Manufacturers Association advises to keep your generator outside because of the dangerous CO2, carbon monoxide, invisible odorless gas. Now, you can get more information and safety tips. TakeYourPortableGeneratorOutside.com is their website, and it really provides some great safety tips.
What's something we can do to be ready for extreme weather?
Well, you know, before the extreme weather hits, you might not think of this because so many of us now take photos with our phone, and we think, oh, it's on our phone, we don't have to worry about it. But there are other photos that you may have in an album. You may have important documents like a birth certificate that you want to make sure is preserved in case there's water damage. I, in my book, talked about a waterproof container, but there's even better technology available now. You can scan your photos through Epson's new printer, and they have a new printer. It's the Fast Photo FF680W. Now, this wireless high-speed photo document scanner can actually scan 1 photo per second. Imagine if you had a big box of photos, how quickly you could get them done. And this second generation Fast Photo is the world's fastest personal photo scanner. This is a great way to preserve your photos and documents.
What are some of the basic essential supplies to keep on hand in preparation for severe weather?
Well, I'm really glad you asked me that. I wrote about that in my book, and I have a very complete list, but I have something that you may not think of. We all know flashlights and batteries and things like that, but what about bleach? Bleach has many uses in the event of a disaster. I think it's a great thing to have in your kit, and here's why. Because let's say that you had an event where you had contaminated water. Clorox bleach, for example, is a way you can treat properly contaminated water. I actually have the explanation in my book of how to do this. There's a way to do it safely. Now, when we have flood damage, we can also have mold and mildew with flood waters going through. And bleach will also be able to get rid of that E. coli bacteria in case mosquitoes breed. Very important after the storm. Even the American Red Cross recommends having bleach in your emergency supply kit.
What's your #1 extreme weather safety tip?
Well, I would say, you know, always make sure that you check the forecast, but I also want to mention that so many of us in the community are affected by these disasters like small businesses, and FEMA says that nearly 40% of small businesses don't even reopen after a storm. So Visa has launched a great program called Back to Business, and that's how you can connect with local businesses, small businesses in your community. Go to visa.com/back to business. This will identify local businesses in your area, and you could help them get back on their feet again. So important.
Where can we go for more information?
Tips, yeah, that's a good point. There's a lot of information. Tipsontv.com, very easy to remember, tipsontv.com. Everything I spoke of, all the links and everything you'd want to know is on that website.
Bonnie Schneider, thanks for this important information and joining us today.
My pleasure.
Check out businessfirstam.com to find out where to see our entire show. And don't forget to like, follow, and share Business First AM.